Good morning, children. Welcome to the online class. We have studied from the history part the ancient civilization. In the ancient civilization, we have completed the Egyptian civilization. The next civilization is Mesopotamian civilization. The Mesopotamian civilization, we have seen that about four kingdoms, namely the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians and Assyrians. That all these four kingdoms already we have seen. The next topic we are going to see today is society, state and administration of that comes under the Mesopotamian civilization. Society of Mesopotamian civilization and state and administration. From that heading we are going to see today. First, we are going to see about the society of Mesopotamian civilization. The society, the privileged people and privileged people. Privileged people means priest, chief priest. Chief priest means ruler of the Mesopotamian civilization, ruler of Mesopotamia. I was the chief priest, and priest means they will offering the pujas in the temple. Then there were scribes and higher society people, even the poor people, that unprivileged people. That means very poor people, landless people. This type of society existed in the Mesopotamian civilization. The Mesopotamia, that is first the Mesopotamian civilization. First we have seen about the Sumerian. The Sumerian civilization, they had many city-states. The city-states surrounded by the cultivable lands. Agriculture land. The fortified Sumerian cities had the temples. Temples were known as ziggurats. The fortified city center. Ziggurats means located in the city center of the Mesopotamian civilization. Cities surrounded by the cultivable lands. The center of the cities, these ziggurats. That means temples. Temples were known as ziggurats. That is located at the center of the city. The ziggurats or temples are controlled by the priests, scribes and nobles. These priests, scribes and nobles were the part of the government. These people, these priests, scribes and nobles were occupied the higher order in the society. They were the privileged people, rich people. They were possessing land. The ruler performed the role of the chief priest. Chief priest means ruler. Ruler only the chief priest, because the ruler was worshipped like a god. People believe that we are getting all the benefits from the ruler, so they worship the ruler as their god. So he acted as the chief priest. And priests were there, but offering the pujas in the temple. Then these kings were considered as the chief priest. And scribes were the accountant, maintaining the accounts were known as the scribes. The temples acted as storehouses of the taxed commodities. Government levy tax to the goods produced, agriculture products, even the handicrafts also the government levy tax. That levied commodities also stored in the storehouse. That is in and around these cigarettes, in and around the cigarettes. Assemblies were created in the administration for the administrative purpose. Assemblies were created during the Mesopotamian civilization. The next study is about food and agriculture. People grow wheat, barley, onion. These are all the food products of the Mesopotamians. Then fruits like grapes, apples and dates were grown. Domesticated the animals. They used to have the habit of domesticating the animals, cattle, sheep and goats. Fish was part of their diet. Like us, they used to keep the fish for their diet. Then trade and exchange. The next study is about trade and exchange. Traders assisted in the exchange of goods produced from the potters and artisans. They used to carry on trade with neighboring countries and neighboring civilizations. They used to have the trade with the Indus Valley civilization. It is nearby civilization from the Mesopotamia, and they used to carry on trade with Indus Valley civilization. From Indus Valley civilization, from here the people also used to carry on trade with Mesopotamian civilization. So they had the trade relationship. They used to have the trade contact between the civilizations. They used to have the trade contacts. Usually, what are the things they have made handicrafts. Even excess of food grains also they used to export and import. Mostly they were doing the exchange of goods, barter system only. The ancient times, in the ancient civilization, there was existing the barter system, so they used to exchange the goods. Then cities and town planning. Cities, many cities were there in the Mesopotamian civilization. The Mesopotamian cities, buildings, so many buildings built mud and baked brick wall with gates. That is one of the important feature of this Mesopotamian civilization. Then cigarettes means temples were known as the cigarettes. The Mesopotamian civilization, the temples were known as cigarettes that were located in the center of the city center. We can say city center. The cigarettes located in the city center on a platform and appeared like a steep pyramid. Pyramid we have studied we have studied in the Egyptian civilization. Pyramids, tall tower, that is the building built over the tombs of the pharaohs. That is also wonders of the world. These cigarettes also appear like the pyramids of Egypt. Pyramids with staircases leading to the top. From the bottom to top of that cigarettes, that there is a staircase to reach the top of the cigarettes. Around this temple were complexes of ceremonial courtyards. Very big courtyard, ceremonial courtyard, so many other departmental buildings also there in the cigarettes, courtyard of these cigarettes. That is, there were complexes of ceremonial courtyards, shrines, burial chambers for the priest and priestess, ceremonial banquet halls, along with workshops, granaries, storehouses, and administrative buildings. These are all found in the courtyard of cigarettes. So all these buildings built in the courtyard of the cigarette. It is a city center. Cigarette built in the city center with all these facilities. All these facilities included in the cigarettes, the courtyard of cigarettes. Religion. The Mesopotamian people worshipped many gods. That is known as polytheistic. Sumerian religion was polytheism, worshipping many gods. They worshipped several gods and goddesses. Name of some gods it is given. Sumerians prayed to Enlil, the god of sky and wind. The god of sky and wind is known as Enlil. Ninlil was the Sumerian goddess of grain. For their production, agriculture production, they have kept the name of a god that is known as Ninhil. Like this, many gods. Mesopotamian developed a rich collection of myths and legends. One of the important myth and legend is known as Gilgamesh. The most famous of these is Epic of Gilgamesh, the most famous, which is written in the cuneiform text. The script used to write is known as cuneiform script, the form of writing. Homuravi's law. Homuravi was the one of the famous ruler of Babylonian ruler, famous ruler among the rulers of Babylonia. He is very famous ruler. He was the first lawgiver in the world. He specifies the laws related to various crimes. The laws which is written by Homuravi consist of 282 provisions specifying cases related to family rights, trade, slavery, taxes and wages. Related to all these cases, he has written the laws. Here he was getting the knowledge to write the law by God. He believed that Homuravi is receiving the code from the sun god Shamash. Shamash is the name of the sun god. He believed that, Homuravi believed that receiving the laws, to codify the laws, he was getting the knowledge from the sun god Shamash. He has written the laws, very strict laws he was written. Here it is given about some of the principles of the law. An eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth of the justice used to the Hammurabi's code. What mistake one who commits, the same punishment will be given to the particular person. That is, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Like this punishments, strict punishments were given. The laws made, written by Homurabi, the punishment was very severe. Cuneiform, the writing of Sumerians' writing system. Sumerians, Babylonians, all their writing system was known as cuneiform writing. The shape of the letter is in the form of wedge and hence it is called cuneiform. Bed-shaped script. So it is known as cuneiform script. Evolving around 3000 BC, that is before Common Era, this script, it is one of the earliest script of the world. Cuneiform script is one of the earliest scripts of the world. Many other scripts also there. Among the script, this is also one of the earliest scripts of the world. They used this script for commercial transaction and writing letters and stories. For the traders, we are using this script. Trade means that language. Communication is very, very important. Writing also important. So for that purpose, they were using this cuneiform writing. Traders. And writing letters and stories also, they used this script. That is about the cuneiform script. Art. They were very good in art. The Mesopotamians included sculpture in stone and clay. Wall painting, that is sculptures or the stones and wall. They were used to do the art that is known as sculptures. A few paintings and sculptures from the Mesopotamian times have survived today. Even now, it is preserved. The beautiful paintings, the sculptures of the Mesopotamians were preserved. So, even now also it is available. Mesopotamian sculptures portray animals such as goats, ram, like this. Some animals pictures, all fortified, sculptured on the stone and wall. Massive sculptures were created at the time of Assyrian and Babylonian empires. They were given importance for the sculptures, so massive sculptures and all created during this period. Science, they were very good in science. The ancient civilization, the even Egyptian civilization also we have studied. They are very interested in science. These Mesopotamian people also given importance for the science. Say, they are excelled in mathematics, astronomy and medicine. The numerical system based on 60 was conceived by them. They were the ones to formulate the 60-minute hour, 24 hours a day. 60 minutes means 1 hour. They are calculated. The Mesopotamians calculated 60 minutes, 1 hour, 24 hours means 1 day, 7 days means 1 week, 30 days means 1 month, 360 days means 1 year. Like this they calculated. They developed the Sumerian calendar. The Sumerian calendar was 7 days in a week. They also developed the advanced weight and measurement system, weighing the commodities. That system also developed measurements, length and weight they are measuring. That developed from the Mesopotamian civilization. Then contribution of the Mesopotamian civilization. What are the about 4 contributions contributed for the world civilization? The invention of the potter's wheel is the credit to the Sumerians. Potter's wheel, to make pottery. They used to make pottery out of potter's wheel. So it is one of the invention of Mesopotamians. They developed the calendar system, that is 360 days, and divided a circle into 360 units. Like this. This is also one of the contribution of the Mesopotamians to the world. Then the cuneiform system of writing was their contribution. This system, the cuneiform writing also played important role at the time of ancient civilization, that is the Mesopotamian civilization. It is used for trading and purpose. It is used. Hammurabi's law code was another legacy in the Mesopotamians, codifying the laws accepted by the world civilization. So it is also one of the important contribution for the world civilization. So these are the contributions of the Mesopotamian civilization. So this much about this Mesopotamian civilization. And now we marked one or two more questions. Already we marked page number 31, the questions. Answer the following briefly. Roman letter 5. First one we have marked, that is the Egyptian civilization. The Egyptians excelled in art and architecture, illustrate, that we have marked. Second, state the salient features of ziggurats. Now we are going to mark the salient features of the ziggurats. That is page number 22. Page number 22. Cities and town planning heading. Cities and town planning heading, third line. Cities and town planning heading, third line. That is page number 22. Third line, you have to start from the ziggurats were at the city center on a platform and appeared like steep pyramids with staircases leading to the top. Around this temple were complexes of ceremonial courtyards, shrines, burial chambers for their priests and priestesses, ceremonial banquet halls along with workshops, granaries, storehouses and administrative buildings. Till that you have to mark. So once again I will tell you, page number 22, under the heading cities and town planning, third line, you have to start from the ziggurats where, from there till the last, that is storehouses and administrative buildings. Till that you have to mark this answer. Then the short answer, third one answer also here. Third one, Homuravi Code is an important legal document, explain. Homuravi Code is an important legal document, explain. That is same page number 22. Reciting about Hammurabi's law code. Under that you have to mark. The Homuravi Code is an important legal document that specifies, from that you have to start. The laws related to various crimes. It has 282 provisions specifying cases related to the family rights, trade, slavery, taxes and wages. It is carved on stone which portrays Homurabi as receiving the code from the sun god Samas. It was a compilation of old laws based on retributive principles. An eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth form of justice is used in the Hammurabi's code. Till that you have to mark. So today only these two short answer is enough. You have to learn these two short answer. This is a homework for you. This is the homework for you. Okay, thank you. Remain in, see the next class. Yes, sir.